Rasmussen with Lay Madeline in Salt Lake City, and today we're going to make good old-fashioned apple butter in a copper pot. Okay, so what I've done already is I have peeled and halved most of my apples, and I'm going to show you how to use a melon baller to core it. So I'm going to use the melon baller to scoop out the centers of my apple instead of a corer, because you lose too much apple that way. So this way you get as much apple as you can without a lot of waste. I'll show you one more. So then I'm just scooping out the center, and I have all the rest. So then quickly with my knife, I'm going to cut them all in half. So that they're all quarters. They don't need to be any smaller than that. And that's it. So I'm going to put them in my copper pot, or whatever pot you have. I'm going to add my water. I'm going to add my apple juice. And my lemon juice. And there's some seeds. Now I've got everything in there. I'm going to throw it on the stove and cook down my apples. It's going to take probably about 20 to 30 minutes. So we've cooked down our apples, and as you can see, a lot of them are already very mushy, and the ones that aren't are very soft, and I can just cut through them right with my spoon. So we are ready to add our sugar and our spices and cook it down again, but we're going to puree it completely with our stick blender. I'm going to go ahead and use my stick blender. These are a lot of fun. Okay, so the last step before we put it back on the stove is just to add our spices and our sugar. We're going to mix it in and put it back on the stove. And again, the sugar is going to get those apples to kind of release their juices a little bit. Bring it back over. And you're going to want to do this on a medium to low heat, and it could take up to about an hour. And the best thing to do is just to test it on a cold plate from the freezer every once in a while and see if it's a texture that you like. But we want it to be thick and kind of hold a mound when we put it on a spoon. So our apple butter is nice and done. You see it holds a mound on the spoon. Actually, and as I scrape it off the pan, it doesn't go anywhere. It's totally done, and that's going to be amazing on an English muffin or toast or in a crepe or whatever. So at this point, you can just put it away. It'll hold in your fridge for about 30 days. Or if you know how to can things, you can can it, and it should stay stable on your shelf for about a year. And there you have it. Good old-fashioned apple butter.